What's up, geometry? Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Math with Mullins. Today we're going to be looking at our midterm review. This is going to be a longer video just because we're looking at Unit 1, Unit 2, and some Unit 3 here. So fast forward if you need to, pause it if you need to. Let's go ahead and get started. First thing we want to make sure of is that you have the bank of these vocabulary terms in your brain and you know how to use them. So collinear, coplanar, congruent, distance, midpoint, segment bisector, angle bisector, complementary, supplementary, linear pairs, vertical angles, theorems, and postulates. Let's go ahead and start with number 1. Which of the following is collinear? So that would be all points on the same line. And the only option for that is letter A. D, E, and F are all on the same line. For number 2, what is the name of the plane pictured? D, E, F is not going to be it because they're all on the same line. Plane P, there's no option for letter P here. And then D, E, and S. S is a big letter S. It's just, you could say plane S, but it's not a point on the line. So the only correct option would be letter B, plane D, G, E. Number 3, which point is coplanar with G, D, and F? H is out of the plane. M is a line number, and S is the name of the plane, so only option here would be point E. Number 4, name the intersection of planes P and Q. The intersection of P and Q is going to be line M. Point D is just a point, but it's more than where they're intersecting. AB is not an actual line being shown, and neither is AC. In fact, AB is just on plane P, and then AC is on plane Q. Next up, for number 5, which point is non-coplanar with points A, C, and D? So A, C, and D are on plane P or plane Q. So the one that is not coplanar with that is going to be point B, because it's up here on this blue point. Number 6, find X if F is between E and G. So it'd be a good idea to maybe draw a picture since we don't have one. So F is between E and G. EF is 4x, FG is 3x, and the entire thing is 42. So we would be adding 4x plus 3x is equal to 42, or 7x is equal to 42, which just means x is equal to 6, letter A. Number 7, find AB if B is between A and C. So again, let's maybe draw a picture here. B is between B and then C. AB is 2x plus 1. BX is 6x, BC is 6x, and then AC is the entire length, 81. So I'm going to be adding 2x plus 1 plus 6x equals 81. Adding my x's together, I'm going to get 8x plus 1 is equal to 81. So 8x is equal to 80. So that means x has to be equal to 10. M is the midpoint of CD. CM is equal to 12x minus 4, and MD is equal to 5x plus 10. Find CD. So M is the midpoint of CD. M is the midpoint of C to D. CM is 12x minus 4. MD is 5x plus 10. We need to know what is CD. Well, first of all, we know the midpoint makes two congruent segments, so we know that 12x minus 4 is equal to 5x plus 10. So let's start with that. 12x minus 4 is equal to 5x plus 10. And then let's go ahead and combine like terms. I'm going to move my smallest variable, and then whatever side my variables aren't, that is where my everything else will go. So 7x is equal to 14, so x must be equal to 2. Now I need to plug it into the entire thing, or I can just solve for one side. 12 minus 2 is 20. 4 minus 4 is 20, so that means both sides are 20. Here's 20, this is 20, and so that means C is my option for number 8. 9, find the distance between B and D. This is another example of a picture of midpoint. So 2x plus 9 is equal to 4, parentheses x minus 3. Let's go ahead and distribute that right side. So 2x plus 9 stays the same, but 4 times x and 4 minus negative 3 gives me 4x minus 12. I'm going to go ahead and move my smallest variable and then move my numbers to the other side. I'm going to end up getting 21 is equal to 2x. So x is going to be equal to 11.5, and then BD is what I need to figure out. So I'm just going to find the side of one of them. 2 times 11.5 plus 9. 2 times 11.5, that's going to give me 23. And then 23 plus 9 is going to give me 32. So the distance would be 32 and 32, and I'm getting a different number here. Maybe I did something wrong with my adding and subtracting. Plus 12. For some reason I am stuck on this one, so let me see what happens when I plug in 11.5 to my x minus 3. So 11.5 minus 3 times 4, I'm getting 34. So something's not adding up right here. So let's see what's happening here. Okay, so 2x plus 9 is equal to 4 parentheses x minus 3. Distributing, I get 4x minus 12. The left side, 2x plus 9, still the same. I'm going to go single elimination here. Subtracting 2x from both sides, I get 9 is equal to 2x minus 12. Adding 12 to both sides, 9 plus 12 is 21. That's when I went wrong. Divided by 2. 21 divided by 2 is not 11.5, it is 10.5. Good job. So now that I have that, good thing we had multiple choice. 2 times 10.5 plus 9 will give me BC. 2 times 10.5 is 21, and 21 plus 9 is 30. So B to D, this means BC is 30, so is CD. 30 and 30 makes B 60. All right, now that we've gotten over that hump, let's go ahead and try number 10. The distance between -4, 3 and 3, 1. Remember, this is our distance formula, so that is x2 minus x1. So I'm going to do 3 minus -4. And then since I started here and went to 3 minus -4 here, I'm starting with 1 and minus 3. Squaring for my y's. 3 minus -4 is 7 squared, and 1 minus 3 is -2 squared. 7 squared is going to give me 49, and then -2 squared is going to give me 4. 49 plus 4 is 53, and I'm going to keep it in my radical because that's what all my answers are looking like. So my answer should be square root of 53 for number 10. Okay. Number 11. I might actually do this over 2 videos just so it doesn't make it one long video. Number 11, if r is equal to -5, -2, and s is 7, 1, find rs. So I'm going to do 7 minus -5 for my x's and 1 minus -2 for my y's. That'll be 12 squared and 3 squared. So 144 plus 9 is going to be 153, letter A. P and Q, find the length of P and Q, so again the distance. So I'm going to do 3 minus -3 squared and -6 minus -2 squared. For my y's, that'll be 6 squared and then -4 squared, or 36 plus 16. That is going to give me 52, and the square root of 52 is still not a proper, or not a perfect square. Finding the midpoint of AB and B, So that is when we take our x's. So negative 3 plus 2 divided by 2, and then our y's, 5 plus negative 7, also divide by 2. So we're going to negative 1 over 2, and then negative 2 over 2. Sorry for the sirens. Negative 0.5, comma, negative 1. So option B for number 13. M is the midpoint of AB. Find the endpoint B for A. So one thing maybe you want to think about is a picture. We know A is at 1, negative 3, and the midpoint here is 2, negative 7, okay? We don't know the other endpoint of x's and y's. One thing you can do is plug it into the midpoint formula. So I know x1 plus x2, so 1 plus x divided by 2 is going to be equal to 2. And then y1 plus my other y value divided by 2 is going to give me negative 7. So I can solve for x and y here. That means I'm multiplying by 2 for both sides to get 1 plus x is equal to 4. So x has to be equal to 3. And then here, if I'm multiplying by 2 on both sides, I'm getting negative 3 plus y is equal to negative 14. Adding 3 to that, I'm going to get a negative 11 for my y, and that is going to be option B. Another way you can do that is looking at the distance between your x's. From A to M, I went up 1, so plus 1 for my x values. So that means I should do plus 1 for my x values here. So 2 plus 1 is 3. And then for my y values, I went from negative 3 down to negative 7. So that's minus 4. So I'm going to continue to do minus 4 on this side. And negative 7 minus 4 is negative 11. And that is still going to show option B as our answer. Finding the missing measure of the missing angle. These are linear pairs. So 180 minus 126. That is going to give me 54. So option D. And then these are complementary. So 90 minus 70 is going to give me option A, 20 degrees. Finding the value of x here. I know that here is 90 degrees. So these are making possibly a linear pair. So x would be equal to 50 degrees for number 17. Or you could even say like, everything here is a straight angle, and if this is 50, then that means vertical angles are also 50. These are vertical angles for number 18, so I would take 7x minus 2 is equal to 6x plus 6, and move my variables. So I get x is equal to 8 for number 18. 19, those are another linear pair, so I'm going to take 9k plus 6, and add that to 4k plus 5, set it equal to 180. 9k and 4k is 13k, 6 and 5 is 11. Subtracting 11 from both sides, here another siren, so I get 13k, is equal to my 180 minus 11, that's going to give me 169, so k is equal to 13. Because 169 divided by 13 is 13, okay? And then over here it says find x if, my goodness, the angle CDE is equal to 96. So I'm going to take 5x minus 8 plus 4x minus 4, set it equal to 96 degrees, combine like terms. 9x minus 12 is equal to 96. Add 12 to both sides. I'm going to get 108. Equals to 9x, sorry guys, and then 108 divided by 9 is going to give me 12. So letter D for question 20. And then 21, the supplement of 186, that's just 180 minus 86, so 180 minus 86 is going to give me 94, and then the complement of 17, that's just 90 minus 17, and that should give me 73. Okay, we're going to end here. This will be part 1 of midterm review. So that takes care of the first 2 pages. I'll have another video for part 2. That is the rest of the questions. So thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this helped just give you confidence that you got them right. and then make sure you didn't make any errors like I did for that one question. Couldn't figure out what I did wrong. Thank goodness we went back and tried it. All right, tune back in for part 2. Okay, bye.